Happy Thursday, everybody. It's Maria Rini from the Welcome Home team. And behind the camera,
hi, everybody. It's Corey.
thank you, Corey. And today we are thrilled and delighted to be with Marc Adams from MCA, Certified Tax Preparers, and Next Level Business Advisors. Marc, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So, what is a tax preparer?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Tax preparer is anyone who is, a paid tax preparer, paid to do someone else's taxes. A certified tax preparer is a name that is probably no longer relevant from the IRS point of view. I've been in business for almost 20 years, and so I took courses, and then I got a certification from my school, and I said, okay, I'm a certified tax preparer, but I'm an enrolled agent, which is someone licensed by the IRS, and as an enrolled agent, you can't say certified as far as being a certified tax preparer. So there's this little conflict, but the company name is separate. So really what matters more from a credential point of view is the fact that I'm an enrolled agent, and that's someone licensed by the Division of Treasury to handle all matters related to taxation.
Okay.
Did I confuse that?
No, I think I'm translating that to mean if I've got an issue with the IRS, you can represent me.
Absolutely. So people think whenever they think tax preparation, which is interesting, they think CPA, right? But CPAs are really accountants. They don't necessarily even have to know or specialize in taxation. So an enrolled agent specializes in taxation. So it's an interesting situation there.
Really interesting. So you mentioned you've been in business 20 years.
Yes.
Who's your typical client?
It's morphed over time, like most businesses do. So when I started out, my neighbors and people like that, individuals. But as I've evolved, I work more and more with small business owners. I like to work with those individuals because you can impact them a lot more. So it's not just doing the tax return, it's analyzing the financials, helping them make smart business decisions and things of that nature. That's really why we morphed or have this other division called business advisors. Right?
Tell us about that.
Yeah, the idea is that, over time I found that it's great to tell somebody, hey, you're here in March, hey, you had a good year, or oh boy, you didn't have such a great year, and then you get the reaction. But it's much better to guide a business owner over time, right? So throughout the year, we can make smart business decisions. And so I formalize that into more of an advisory service. And so I have a select bit of clients that's exactly what we do. We come up with a business plan for them. We work with them throughout the year to achieve their goals, hit their targets, and so that at the end of the year, they know exactly what their situation is because we've planned it. And really that's the ultimate goal.
So what's interesting to me is, unlike many business coaches, I'm guessing numbers drive a lot of what you do.
Absolutely. That's interesting because for me, since numbers are at the heart of it, it makes it different than a lot of advisors, right? They're telling you what to do, but when we're in business to make money. I mean, obviously we have other things, passions, but we need to make money to make our personal dreams come true. If I want to have a house at the shore, or like me, take off Fridays, I have to make enough money to do those things. So it all ties together. So as I'm advising a business owner, I'm always looking at the numbers because the numbers are what's going to help us to make all the other decisions. So it's a little bit different from as far as the type of advisory work that I do.
How do your clients come to you?
Well, that's a hard one for anybody. How do we grow our client base? I mean, they come in so many different ways. We start out with, my goodness, I started with newspaper ads, so tells you I'm old, right? Newspaper ads, door hangers, and things like that.
I remember those.
Yeah, right? I mean, I remember my first classified ad, and it was a big deal. I probably should have clipped it. It would be great for the Smithsonian. But now it's social media, a lot of that. And when you get a decent base, you have referrals. But networking is probably equally important. I think you and I met years ago through a B&I networking group. So they come in a lot of different ways. And I think it's interesting because, based on the type of business you're in, you're going to find clients differently than others. It's not a one-size-fits-all as far as growing your business.
With the clients that you serve, is it scattered across different businesses? Are there similarities between some of your clients?
There are. I mean, it's interesting because one of the things I try to teach is the phrase riches and niches, right? So if you can determine your ideal client and you go after that ideal client, you'll be able to perfect your message, you'll be able to perfect your systems, your processes, you'll be able to speak their language. And so, as much, how they say, physician heal thyself, I still haven't gotten that niche. I started out a long time ago, so I was just taking anybody who could pay me. And so I have a broad array of clients right now, funeral industry, funeral directors, limousine companies, doctors, right, real estate professionals. I've worked with a lot of different industries. So what's nice about it is I'm able to advise in a lot of different areas. But recently, the niche that I'm trying to focus on as far as just a focused approach would be the medical field, right? Because they oftentimes are great at what they do. They help people, but they don't know how to run a business. That's not what they went to school for. So we can help them to sort of structure their business, structure their goals, and then maximize their profitability or what their hopes are.
So is that one of the commonalities, that they maybe, you've got skilled technicians, if you will,
Yes.
But your job is to coach them up as a business owner.
Exactly. And so that's one of the most common things that we find. People who, and I think we talked about that once before, about the E-Myth, right?
Yes.
I know what I'm doing. I can do this, and then I'm going to start a business. Those are two different things, right? Those are two different things. Running a business, it's its own skill set. But what I think I find the most value in what makes me effective is when I find an owner who's hungry to grow, right? Hungry to do well. Because when you're hungry to grow, then we can discuss things and we can make plans and move forward. And I can't make magic happen. I can sort of guide you and direct you, but you have to do the work.
Right.
And that's a certain level of hunger. So when I see someone who's eager to grow, or who puts into practice the things that we say, not everything's going to work, but who's willing to test it, tweak it, refine it, those are the people that really we have the most success with. Yeah.
Not afraid to put the work in, just like you are.
Yeah, exactly. So we're both making an investment. I invest my time and effort in coming up with the ideas or the discussion, the collaboration. I put my time and effort in monitoring and testing. If you do your part, we're going to have a lot of success. I'm going to do my part. I have to do my part because I need you to be successful.
So Next Level Business Advisors, this is really your passion.
That's my passion. Yes.
Are you still taking on new tax clients?
Yeah, we do take on tax clients. We're a little bit more judicious, right? So we do try to prioritize those business owners, right? So if you're a business owner, we want to work with you. Because ideally you're going to want to grow. So we do take on tax clients. We do have individuals if it works out well. We spend a lot of time doing tax resolution. The IRS called me. I'm in trouble. I need help. So as an enrolled agent, I can represent someone before the IRS. I do take those on, not as much as we used to, but if someone really can benefit from the help, then we'll take them on as well.
Wait a minute,
Challenging.
So some of those IRS calls are actually real? They're not
So now here's something for you.
There you go.
The IRS calls are not real. Don't, if they say, no. If you get a call from the IRS, hang up. There's so many scammers out there that's not where you're going to find your problems. The IRS corresponds initially via letter. And so that's when it matters. Calls, have fun. Tell them whatever you want, But no, once you get that letter, then you have something to think about. And if an IRS agent knocks on your door with a gold shield, then Lord help you, because I can't. They have their own police, believe it or not. Gold shields are criminal, and that's a serious deal. So
Really?
that's I think they call it the CID, Criminal Investigation Division, and that's the serious deal. Never had a client have to deal with that.
Okay.
That's really scary stuff. And I think if someone walked in my door and was like, a guy came to my office with a gold shield, I would tell you, find a tax lawyer
Right.
Not even a CPA, a lawyer. We have had agents who will come to your door, right? Revenue officers, those are individuals who can come to your door. That's scary, but not the most scary.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they're a little scary, you get the letter and it's a little scary, call Mark.
Yeah.
Even if it's a little more scary and they come knocking on your door, but if there's a gold
okay.
shield,
It's
run for the hills.
If it's a gold,
No.
if it's a gold shield, just it's a wrap. It's interesting, really. You think about it. So I've worked with people where the officer has come and that means you had 50 letters before, right? The officer didn't just come out the blue. You had letters before. You ignored them probably. You didn't respond.
So ignoring them, not a good idea.
Never a good idea. Let's address it. Let's take care of it. You know, and for business owners, this is interesting because business owners will get a letter and ignore it for a long period of time and then come to you and they're scared, right? And I'm like, let's handle it immediately. We can't even think about growing your business. We can't think about taking you from 300,000 to 500,000 or 500,000 to $1 million because you're hiding money under your mattress because you're worried about the taxes. Let's take care of that first, right? And then let's talk about how we can make it your business something that's of value. You know, and I have a lot of business owners when we start out, that's all they think about. How can I save money on taxes? How can I cut taxes? You know, what can I? And I keep telling people, let's not worry about taxes. Let's worry about making money, right? If we make money, taxes are a lot easier. What's better, right? Save $50,000 in taxes and have zero profit, or save $5,000 in taxes and have $45,000 in profit. What's better? So mindset is important, and I think a lot of business owners make the mistake of fixating on cutting taxes. Even accountants, all they do is advertise, we can lower your taxes. We can lower your taxes. My advertising is, I want to help you make money.
Right.
Yeah,
I want to owe more taxes.
Exactly. So one of my favorite stories is one of my clients, when I started working with them, they always were worried about taxes, and we kind of repositioned their mindset. And they were profitable, very profitable, but at the end of 1 year we did the taxes. We were about to do the taxes. They had to go on extension. And I said, I'm estimating that your taxes are going to be $100,000. And I thought she was going to flip out. And she was like, okay, well, when do I write the check? And that made me feel good because throughout the year what we were doing was creating a process to build cash reserves so that she would have this money sitting there. And it was like, okay, it's $100,000. And I asked her, what do you have in the account? And she said, I have 130. I said, okay, great. So that's what I want for owners, right? Not to worry about saving the money. You know, we'll take care of all of that throughout the year so that when you write that tax check, which you should do, it's just like paying your utility bill. It doesn't matter. It's already planned, and you're still enjoying the life you want. So that's the goal.
So if somebody wants to get in touch.
So if someone wants to get in touch, call me.
Okay.
201-731-3358 is our line. Or you can email me, Marc, M-A-R-C, _Adams, A-D-A-M-S, at MCA Tax Prep or NLBusinessAdvisors.com. Either one.
Okay. And we'll
and
put
we're
that
on the
in
web.
We'll put it both on.
Yeah. And we're on the web, so easily found.
Super.
Hopefully.
Thank you so much for being here today, Mark.
This was
really
a lot of fun.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Good seeing you.